copy of the newspaper cutting and I shall consider it. You cannot spring a surprise on me like this.
I have already given notice of it at 10 a.m. today.
It will be examined when it comes to me and I shall consider it and let you know my decision. Now, papers to be laid.
Legislature Business Bill introduced.
Honorable Minister of Human Resource Development to introduce a bill.
Sir, I beg to move for leave to introduce the bill. Further, to amend the Internal Examinations Act, 2010 Act.
The question is that leave be granted to introduce a bill further to amend the Internal Assessment Act 2010. Those who are in favor will please say yes. Those who are against it will say no.
Yes.
I think the yes have it, the yes have it, the yes have it. Leave is granted.
Sir, I introduce the bill. As per the present act, the students have 8 speaking skills and 8 listening skills in an academic year. They also appear for 4 monthly assessments, 2 unit tests and 2 term examinations. The students of grade 1 to 5 have learning activities on every Saturday, and students of grade 6 to 10 have projects on every Saturday. Every fortnight, the students appear for spellings, tests of English and second language. The dates of all these are a part of school diary, and the parents strictly follow the school diary and prepare the students for different tests. The amendment what the students require is to remove all these dates from the school diary and also stop website updation and SMS regarding the same. I am confident that all the honorable members of this house, irrespective of grade affiliation, will welcome the bill wholeheartedly and help to stop this eradication once for all. With these words, now I move that the Internal Examinations Act, 2010 Act, may be taken into consideration.
Motion moved.
Honorable Speaker, sir, I rise to speak against this bill. Our school diary is an encyclopedia of all the curricular and co-curricular activities in the school. It is systematically and scientifically planned. Every parent and student knows what has happened, what is happening, and what is going to happen. Secondly, the online support given by the school is incredible. Every information is updated on the website and timely SMS are sent to parents as reminders. As a result, everything happens systematically and efficiently. Sir, the minister is not listening. She is listening to the minister next to her.
Sir, I am listening.
She has 2 years.
In conclusion, I would also stress on the fact that systematic planning of curricular and co-curricular activities are indispensable for the holistic development of the students. With these words, I strongly disapprove the bill. I thank you for having given me an opportunity to speak on it.
Now, the question is that the bill to amend the Internal Assessment Act 2010 be taken into consideration. Those who are in favor will please say yes. Those who are against it will please say no.
No.
I think the noes have it, the noes have it, the noes have it. Motion is rejected.
Calling attention motion.
Now, let us take up the calling attention motion.
Please, calling the attention of the Minister of Environment. Sir, I beg to call the attention of the Minister of Environment to the reported situations arising out of activities done to harm Mother Nature.
Yes, Miss Minister, please.
Franciscans of Hongasandra are guided by their heavenly patron, St. Francis of Assisi, who is the example par excellence of care for the vulnerable and of an integral ecology lived out joyfully and authentically. He is the patron saint of all who study and work in the area of ecology. He was particularly concerned for God's creation and for the poor and outcast. The students of St. Francis School, Hongasandra, are loyal followers of their heavenly patron and follow his ideals in their lives. They give lots of importance to this aspect, and this is reflected in their various activities, morning assemblies, and various programs organized throughout the year.
Now, the House is adjourned to meet again tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Kudos to Brother Cletus and his battalion for the annual report presentation.
With ineffable joy and delight, I extend a hearty welcome to Mr. Santanu Das, Principal, Sarala Birla Academy and President of Karnataka ICSE Schools Association for the felicitation address.
Chief guest of the evening, the guest of honor, Principal St. Francis School, Hongasandra, all distinguished guests, the parents who have come in such large numbers, the staff and students of the school. I think it's a beautiful evening, and an evening which has been made all the more beautiful by these wonderful, these smart, these talented, these confident children whom I had the honor to see and hear on stage this evening. I think they are a very smart lot, and the way they have presented the school report along with the principal, Brother Cletus, and the way they have put forth the achievements of the school and the direction that the school is hoping to take, I think it's been very, very impressive. Can we hear a round of applause for them, please? I'm grateful that I have been made to be a part of this wonderful evening's program this evening, and there is not much that I would like to say by way of advice, but I think I'm a fellow parent. I come from a boarding school where I have 400 odd children of mine growing up, and there are few things which probably I feel I need to share based on these 30 years of experience that I have had the fortune to have. There will be a bit of a suggestion to the parents, if you will allow me. Many a time I come across parents who feel very possessive about their children, and we tend to, St. Francis believes that they are St. Francis children. Sarala Birla Academy tend to believe that the children studying there are the children of Sarala Birla Academy. You all feel your children, but are they really our children? I mean, are they not the children of the society? Are they not the citizens of tomorrow? I mean, we cannot hold on to them. Let us please understand. Maybe I will be best placed to quote from Khalil Gibran, if you will allow me, who says, "Our children are not our children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through us, but not from us. They belong not to us. They belong to the future. Their souls dwell in the house of the future." And the reason why I say this is because the time has come to realize that all schools, all communities, all the associations that we have, I happen to represent one such association, we need to down our walls. We really need to do away with all that we have, so that such sweet children, as we had the opportunity to see this evening, can go forth and make this country and the world their playground. As for the children, I feel we need to be grateful to our parents who have managed to keep our children studying in schools such as the St. Francis School, Hongasandra. Very, very impressive school indeed. Our children must also realize that they are amongst the few privileged ones who have almost all that they happen to wish for. Lovely teachers, beautiful school, classrooms, books, loving parents. I hope our children also learn to appreciate that there are a large number of children who are not half as lucky as our children have been. So to them I would like to say, let's make the best of all the opportunities that we have, but also spare a thought to the fact that our country consists of much more than schools like this, facilities like this. Out there in the remote areas of the country, there are millions of children who do not have 1/10 of what we have. So I wish we can teach our children to appreciate all that. We can teach our children to understand that the entire world comprises not only of these few who happen to be here in the smart cities like Bangalore, but a huge, huge multitude of children who will be their fellow citizens in the world of tomorrow. I probably am going into a little deeper if things. I don't want to sound somber. I don't want to sound serious. This is a very joyful evening, but probably we should all, because we have all come here together, children, parents, teachers, distinguished guests, principals, heads of schools, I think we all need to understand that together we need to build the tomorrow that probably will be much more beautiful, much more eventful, and will hold much more promise than they hold today. So I'll finish here now with once again thanking St. Francis School Hongasandra for allowing me to be a part of this evening. God bless St. Francis, God bless the children, teachers, parents, and the entire community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Miss M.B. Savitri, IAS, is a renowned bureaucrat who has received numerous awards for her selfless and dedicated service. She received Indra Priyadarshini Award in 2000, Best Bureaucrat Award in 2007 by ZTV, First National Award for Best Election Reforms conferred by the President of India for her work as the District Election Officer in Chamrajnagar. With bliss and respect, I welcome her for the keynote address. Welcome, ma'am.
Good evening, everybody. Ellarigu namaskara. Today, really, I am so much impressed with the performance of our children. And at the outset, I wish you a very happy and wonderful New Year to everybody. And the respected teachers and the respected principal of this St. Francis School and the parents and dear children. The school mission I was just going through, that is education, character and excellence. Yes, that is true. Education without character has no value. Education with character only leads to excellence. Education will not give the character on its own. One should adopt the character, that is personality, what we call as a personality development. That is Vyakti Vikas, Vyakti Vikasana we call. How the flower of a bud blooms when the sun rays falls, even the personality development should take place day by day. It's not a one-time affair. Every day the personality development should take place in everybody's life. Particularly children should develop the personality along with the education. How it happens? There are 5 factors which are very essential for the personality development. That is physical fitness and mentally alert, intellectually sharp and emotional balance and spiritual elevation. These 5 factors are very essential for any personality development. Your school is, you are so blessed and privileged, you are studying in a the best school which is providing the environment for character building also to lead you, to make you to achieve excellence in your life, but always keep these 5 factors in your life to achieve excellence and to become the good human beings and a big achiever, and so that society will look at you as a model. Everybody, when they look at you, they should say that I should live like him, I should live like her, and I should speak like her, or I should speak like him. Like that, you should be a model in the society, and everybody should draw an inspiration from you and should get motivated by you. When this will happen, only when you can develop a good personality development takes place in your life. And with these few words, I extend my sincere thanks to the management who invited me to this function and helped me to share some of the ideas with the children. And thank you management once again, and I wish you a very brightful career and future for the dear children. Thank you very much.
School magazines and newsletters provide students the opportunities that they require to showcase their literary and artistic talents. We regularly publish newsletters which provide us the descriptive details about an academic year which have taken place during a term. Kaleidoscope, the term gone by, gives us a comprehensive picture of the different activities, curricular and co-curricular, which have taken place during the first half of the academic year 2015-16. Our school magazine, Zephyr, The Wind of Change, is another effort from the management and staff of the school to provide students the opportunities that they require to develop the talents and abilities. With bliss and respect, I welcome the chief guest, Ms. M.V. Savitri IAS, to release the school magazine of the academic year 2015-16, Zephyr, The Wind of Change, by giving a copy of the magazine to our inspirational principal, Reverend Brother Cletus. A dream becomes a goal when action is taken towards its achievement. The annual prize distribution ceremony is an occasion to acclaim the achievements of Franciscans who have attained excellence in academic and co-curricular spheres through the dedicated efforts and perseverance in academic and co-curricular spheres. Felicitating these achievers not only motivates them to set new benchmarks for themselves, but also spurs on their peers to aim for similar heights. As the school has continued to witness exponential growth, grade 10 students of the academic year 2014-15 have brought glory to their alma mater through their outstanding performance and results.
The school topper for the ICSE board examinations March 2015 was Ms. Sudha SV, who scored 95%. Now I welcome her on the stage to receive the cash prize from Ms. Savitri IAS.
This year, Shandy Memorial Award for Outstanding Performance in Computer Applications goes to Mervyn Shibu George and Jeevan Kumar. I welcome them to come onto the stage and receive the cash award from the Honorable Chief Guest, Ms. M.V. Savitri IAS.
It's absolutely true that success is a consequence of sustained hard work and determined efforts. And the students who have received various special awards have proved that they were focused a lot. Gratitude is the music of heart when its chords are swept by the breeze of kindness. Now I cordially call upon Mr. R.S. Vasan, beloved father of Vinod Vasan, to express a heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you who have made this day a memorable one.
A very good evening to all those who are present here. It's an immaculate way in which today's presentation has been going on as of now. It's a privilege as a parent to deliver this valedictory address for this formally concluding formal function. I thank the school management for giving me this opportunity. But before I give this address, I hope I can give a few statements of what I have seen this school for last 7 to 8 years. Be it on the studies, curricular, co-curricular activities, we see, or I see personally as a parent, a significant improvement in the performance seen over the years. The results, what has been shown here, bona fides my statement. Participating in various inter-school competitions and other activities has opened the minds of many of the students. They realize themselves at what stage they are, what level they are, and they prepare themselves to improve upon their weakness. The school is giving an enormous opportunity to improve the weakness. I hope everyone understands this potential or his potentials and work on to bring out the best out of them. Secondly, the school has invested quite large, not only in financial terms, but also through many other resources. And this would mean that the school is moving forward and benchmarking itself to the higher levels in comparison to the other schools. The results, what has been demonstrated, would not have been reality, but for the total commitment by this school management. And in particular, under the leadership of Principal Reverend Brother Cletus and his supporting staffs has made this really a wonder. Our heartfelt gratitude, Brother Cletus. Thank you very much. I hope you'll continue this once again. The entire teaching and non-teaching fraternity of this school has been behind Brother Cletus to ensure all his efforts are made into reality. I'm sure the school will do more investments in the future, and that would make every student here to be a proud product of the school. Yet another last remark from me. I also will join the guest of honor, Santanu Bas, that there is some concern in some of the what you call indisciplined life, which means that there are many points where whether individual like school students or adults, there are sometimes we feel we do something without considering our co-colleagues or co-citizens or co-students, putting them in inconvenience. I think this Francis School can set us a nice path by saying that every one of you, please, whenever you do certain things in the school, just give a thought, one step, whether by such an act of you, whether it cause inconvenience to the school or to the fellow student or to anybody else. That would mean that it's simple as that when you follow a queue system, just follow the queue. When you go in a traffic rule, follow the traffic rules. Don't make the others inconvenienced because they have the right of way. This is a simple example which I feel we all should practice, and that will give a lot of discipline in school and as well in external environment. Lastly, in order to conclude my statement, I thank our chief guest, Mrs. Savitri, AS Commissioner, Social Welfare Department of the Government of Karnataka, who has taken a time of our busy schedules to be with us and give us an inspiring speech. Thank you, ma'am, for your presence here. Further, I also thank our guest honor, Reverend Brother Matthew Takamuri, Assistant Superior General Franciscan Brothers, and Mr. Santanu Das, Principal of Sarla Birla Academy and President of the ICSE School Association, to be with us. And it was been very pleasure on the behalf of school management. I thank you for your presence, sir. It also happy to say all the Franciscan brothers, other colleagues, the students, as well as the parents have been here to make this function a very memorable one. And thank you, all of you, for coming over here and give a point here. Every year, there are new themes the school is creating. These themes have got high moral value. And for example, for this year, the theme as mentioned before, Wind Beneath the Wings, which has high moral value. And I would not bring out the theme or the moral behind it even before the team is started. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy what's going to follow this event. Brother Cletus, Brother Brito, Mr. Jonathan, and other key teaching staffs have worked on these themes for many days. Every participating students have pushed themselves to ensure the event is well organized and professionally done. Lastly, I want to thank all the parents, fellow students, the invitees or the staying back until the program is completed, and just support all the young budding students for their effort. Thank you one and all, and wish the school management a very successful new year. Be proud of the school and do what you can do and enjoy the show hereafter. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for those beautiful words.
The Wind Beneath the Wings is a musical sojourn discovering the unsung heroes in our lives, realizing the inevitable role played by ordinary men and women in our lives. As we live our life on this earth, we are supported and protected by numerous people who play different roles in our lives. Quite often, we tend to fail to acknowledge these miracles, help and support these people perform in our lives. Esteemed guests, priests, teachers, well-wishers and my dear friends, get ready to savor a beautiful journey discovering the wind beneath our wings. It's full of music, dance and drama. Above all, it is an expression of our love to all those unsung heroes who have made our life beautiful, memorable and worth living. With bliss, joy, love and respect, we present to you the Wind Beneath the Wings, discovery of Pelican in life. I, Vinod Vasan,
And I'm Rinda, signing off from the show.
Hearty welcome.
We hear the sound of a multitude rising. Deep down within there's a new song arising. The time is now. Sing out your joy. Renewed in the spirit, we're breaking all borders. Refined in the fire, we're reaching out higher. The time is now. Sing out your joy. We sing together, Jesus is here.